Are you an ISFP woman who often feels unheard or overwhelmed in decision making? Today, we're turning that around. ISFP ladies, it's time to step into your assertive power. I'm here to guide you through mastering assertiveness, tailored just for you. Together, we'll navigate through common challenges you face in expressing needs, setting boundaries, and advocating for yourself. Get ready to transform your communication and decision-making with confidence. Imagine you're in a meeting at work or a family gathering. Ideas are bouncing around, and you have valuable thoughts but feel drowned out by louder voices. You wait for a pause, but it never comes, and the moment passes. This isn't just frustrating. It's a lost opportunity to contribute your unique perspective as an ISFP. It's a familiar scene, isn't it? You're not alone in this. Many ISFP women experience this, feeling like a silent observer in a world of extroverts. To navigate this, start by acknowledging your worth. Your ideas are valuable. Begin by setting a small goal, like contributing at least once in a meeting or a family discussion. Prepare in advance what you want to say. It could be as simple as agreeing with a point and adding a small insight. Then, look for natural breaks in the conversation to interject. If interruptions are common, it's okay to say, "I'd like to add something here." Remember, asserting yourself is a skill, and like any skill, it gets easier with practice. You'll find that the more you speak up, the more naturally it comes. Now, picture a scenario where you need to express a need or a preference that might be unpopular or different. Maybe you're advocating for a different approach at work or refusing an invitation that doesn't align with your values. The fear of being judged or rejected is palpable. You're worried that speaking up might upset others or lead to conflict. This fear is common among ISFP women, who value harmony and often prioritize others' comfort over their own needs. To address this, it's important to build up your assertiveness gradually. Start with situations where the stakes are lower. For instance, suggest a restaurant you like for a casual outing with friends. The key here is to express your opinion while being open to others' responses. It's about finding a balance between your needs and others' preferences. Practice phrases like, "I see your point, and I also feel that," or "I understand where you're coming from, but I have a different view." This way, you're not just asserting your needs, but also respecting others' perspectives. Building this muscle of assertiveness will empower you to handle more significant situations confidently. Now, to boost your assertiveness, initiate conversations, share stories, or give presentations, enhancing your communication skills and visibility. Seek feedback on your contributions from trusted individuals, helping you understand how others perceive you and refine your approach. Each act of self-expression, no matter how small, builds your confidence and establishes a stronger voice in all settings. This ongoing practice will make you more comfortable and effective in asserting your needs and ideas, fostering both personal and professional growth. Imagine you're constantly saying yes to tasks at work, even when your plate is already full, or you're the go-to person for favors among friends and family. You find yourself stretched too thin, feeling exhausted and possibly resentful, yet unable to say no. This scenario is all too common for ISFP women, who are naturally caring and eager to please. You might even feel that setting boundaries is akin to letting others down, but the truth is, it's about respecting yourself. The first step is to recognize your limits. Pay attention to feelings of discomfort or resentment. These are key indicators. Start by reflecting on your values and priorities. What matters most to you? What are your non-negotiables? Then, practice saying no in low-stakes situations. For instance, if a colleague asks for help when you're busy, respond with, "I'd love to help, but I'm swamped with my own tasks right now." It's important to communicate your boundaries clearly and respectfully, without over-explaining or feeling guilty. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's essential for your well-being and effectiveness. Now let's talk about a situation where you need to communicate your boundaries to someone who might not take it well. Perhaps a friend always expects you to be available at a moment's notice, or a family member routinely oversteps your privacy. These situations can be particularly challenging for ISFP women, who often worry about causing upset or conflict. In these cases, assertiveness is key. Approach the conversation with a calm and clear mindset. Use I statements to express your feelings without placing blame. For example, I feel overwhelmed when I don't have time for myself. I need to set some time aside where I'm not available. It's also helpful to offer an alternative or compromise where possible. For instance, I can't meet this weekend, but how about we schedule a catch-up next week? By doing this, you're not just asserting your boundaries, but also showing that you value the relationship. It's about finding a healthy balance between your needs and those of others. Recognize your limits and practice saying no to lesser requests to set boundaries. Communicate clearly and respectfully without guilt. In tougher situations, use calm I statements and offer alternatives, balancing your needs with others. This approach helps ISFP women maintain well-being and assertiveness. Picture yourself in situations where you downplay your achievements or hesitate to share your ideas, fearing they might not be good enough. Maybe during a team meeting at work, you have a creative solution but hold back from speaking out, worrying about criticism. Or in personal settings, you might not voice your preferences, thinking they're not as important as others. This self-doubt is a common experience for ISFP women, who often have a rich inner world but might struggle to recognize and express their own value in the external world. To combat this, begin by acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small. Keep a journal to record your daily successes and positive feedback you receive. This practice helps in building a concrete reminder of your capabilities and worth. When you feel hesitant to share your ideas, remind yourself of these achievements. Also, try to reframe your mindset from fearing criticism to viewing feedback as a growth opportunity. When you do speak up, start with confidence-building environments, like supportive friends or smaller work meetings. Gradually, as your confidence grows, you'll find it easier to assert yourself in more challenging situations. Now, envision a scenario where you're struggling with a task or going through a tough time but feel reluctant to reach out for help. You might think that asking for assistance is a sign of weakness or fear, being a burden to others. This is especially true for ISFP women, who are often independent and self-reliant, but at times might need support just like anyone else. It's important to recognize that seeking help is a strength, not a weakness. Start by identifying people in your life who are supportive and understanding. Approach them with specific requests. It could be as simple as asking a colleague for input on a project or a friend for advice on a personal matter. Frame your request clearly and express appreciation for their assistance. Remember, people often feel valued when they can help, so you're not imposing but rather building stronger connections. Gradually, as you become more comfortable seeking support, you'll find it enhances your effectiveness and reduces stress. To overcome self-doubt, acknowledge your achievements, big or small, and keep a journal of successes. Reframe criticism as a growth opportunity and start sharing ideas in supportive settings. Recognize that seeking help is a strength, not a weakness, and reach out to understanding individuals for support, enhancing your effectiveness and connection. Empowerment is within your reach, ISFP women. By embracing these strategies, you can effectively assert your needs, communicate your boundaries, and share your valuable insights. This journey towards assertiveness honors your innate strengths and fosters resilience. As you practice these skills, you'll find greater fulfillment in your personal and professional life. Today, we've covered essential steps to enhance your assertiveness. Remember, it's a journey and you're not alone. Embrace your unique qualities and let your voice be heard.